What is going on, everybody? For those who don't know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Before we get into everything, let's say what's up to everybody that's in here. Rod Clips, Brokey 711, who was the first one in here, Devin King, um, Eagle Season, DeJounte Dupree, Stephen B. What is going on, everybody? Um, so it's been a little bit since I did a live stream, and it's been quite a week of me trying to get these videos out. Still not in my spot, so we gonna keep having videos different places. You can honestly expect some car videos coming up real soon, but I'm telling you, by the end of this week, which we're halfway there, but at least by the weekend, we should be back to normal. But I appreciate you guys sticking in with me. What am I talking about? What's going on, Chris Philly? DeJounte Dupree said D-Jax or Watkins. Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, right. So we're going to talk a little bit about everything. We're going to talk a little bit about the D-Jax thing. I honestly felt it was wrong, but I don't feel like there's going to be any punishment. And if anything, maybe a suspension, but I doubt it. He will not be cut from the Eagles. What's going on, Carapool? Devin King says salute. What up, Philly Mike? BLSG, what's going on? Chris Philly, what's going on? So with everybody in here, let's see how this works. I want to try it out real quick. Never did it, so we're going to see how it looks on the playback, but we're going to catch you after the intro. Just trying it for the first time. What's going on, everybody? But yeah, so let's get into it. I want to let you guys know, as soon as I get my spot hooked up, the people who I've talked to on the side about the Philly Talk Nation live stream that we were supposed to do this week, but with me not even being able to get videos out this week, we definitely going to do them videos. I'm going to get set up this weekend, and early, middle next week, we're going to get the Philly Talk Nation videos out. So we're going to get 7-8 people on the live stream together and talk some birds. What's going on, Justin Diltz, Bird Gang? You already know. That's what it is. Paul 44. What's going on? What's going on? Show enough. What's going on? Everybody's starting to come in here. But yeah, let's jump into it. So let's start with the Quez Watkins signing. So it's cool. It's good. It's good to see one of our late picks, wide receiver, get signed. They're going to be working something out with John Hightower too. No way they don't sign him as well. But like I said, this is going to be a very interesting offseason when we don't know when we're actually going to be able to get on the field together as a group, how limited it's going to be. So it's going to be hard to see the best and the worst of guys like Watkins and Hightower. That was tight. Okay. Yeah. So that's cool too, because what I'm going to probably do is when we're talking about certain players, if I have certain video clips of them players, I could try to link it into here. And so when we talking about something that we should have saw, bang, I play the clip real quick and everything goes good. So we're going to see how that works. Tell me D-Jax did not get cut. He didn't get cut yet, and I don't believe he will. Like I said, in this video, we're going to talk about the Quez Watkins signing, some Philly Talk Nation stuff. Of course, D-Jax, the hot topic right now, and just some general bird stuff. But what's going on? Jared Reed, Gene Pio, Jalen Williams, Paul Christian, what up, homie? Need a shirt. Yeah, you already know. Like I said, I don't like the style of these ones yet, so we definitely going to figure it out once I can get settled. And now this whole coronavirus thing is coming down for businesses, so we're going to get some stuff out, definitely. But so let's start with the Quez Watkins sign, and I like it. I don't think the numbers are out. If he's gonna rock that number 80, I appreciate it. You got DeSean Jackson with number 10. You got Alshon with 17. We had Nelson Aguilar with 13. So you got all these new receivers rocking these, 13, 17, 10. All these little numbers. It's good to see someone get back into the 80s, the 81s, the 88s, the 84s. So it's cool to see young boy Quez Watkins get into that 80 piece for the Eagles. It's going to be a fight. I think it's going to be a fight between guys like Quez Watkins, John Hightower, could be Marquise Goodwin, and even a guy like Greg Ward Jr. So I'm curious to see how it all shakes up, and for it to shake up the right way, we need to see some type of training camp. Philly Mike, I did a video about the DeSean Jackson situation earlier today. Did you check it out? I haven't been able to get videos on. I haven't been able to really check much out. I'm in the middle of moving. This house better be worth it, because like it's been a pain. This last week has been real rough. So, we get some time. Like I said, I was at my other boy's house, this, that, and the third. So, and again, expect some car videos if there's some hot topics, because we still got to talk about the Birds and the Sixers. What's going on, Bird Gang 336? Kurt posted Mike's in the middle of moving, so he's busy. Yes, definitely. But yeah, so throughout this whole offseason, if you ask me who I wanted as that late round receiver, so depending on what we did in the first, second, third, because before the draft we were talking about, will we get 2 receivers? Will we get back-to-back receivers? What are we going to do? And now that the draft is done, we all know how it went. We did get our receiver in the first, and then we attacked receiver later. And I didn't know this would be the style we went, but I was a person who said, get your receiver in the first round. Do what you got to do with your second and third round pick. Maybe come back to receiver in the third, maybe come back in the fourth or fifth, sixth late, because there's going to be some sleepers in the fifth and sixth. And Quez Watkins was one of my sleepers. I made a video about him in March. I loved him. Now, after studying John Hightower a little bit more, I like what John Hightower brings too. Don't get me wrong. And if you ask me right now, I think John Hightower is the more ready to start today. But I think Quez Watkins has the higher potential, the higher ceiling. So that's what I'm going to stick with right now. Like I said, it was good to see him in the number 80, get some of these big numbers back to the Philadelphia Eagles. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how any type of training camp plans out. It's going to be crucial for these guys. We might lean on these rookie receivers, even though they're 5th round picks and 6th round picks. We might lean on them more than another team will lean on their 5th and 6th round picks because of what we got going on. Like I said, we're going to talk about D-Jax, but I don't believe he's going nowhere. So with him not going nowhere, you still got guys like D-Jax. You got Marquise Goodwin, who's going to fight as a veteran on this team. Don't be surprised if Marquise Goodwin don't make the team on some Quez Watkins and John Hightower are showing things that the Eagles want to keep on, because keep them for. Marquise Goodwin is a guy who's been around and he's bounced around. When you bounce around that much and you get traded for what he got traded for, there's reasons behind that. And it's mainly his injury history. A guy who runs that fast, who gets hurt the way he does, you don't know how much you can count on him. And we know about injuries in Philadelphia. So we don't want to hit that block where you get rid of a young guy for a guy who gets injured week 6, week 4, week 3. So it's going to be tough. But again, this is where we definitely could use a decent training camp. Like, we're going into this season with a lot of differences, different secondary, some new linebackers, definitely some new receivers. So as much out of all the 32 teams in the NFL, we are one of the top teams that could use this training camp to just get the camaraderie that we need, on offense and defensive side of the ball. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how everything goes, because it's all Zoom calls and blah, blah, blah. Staff's eventually going to enter this, the NovaCare complex. So it's rough. And every single time I see the NFL take a couple steps to us going to having a nice season, something kind of interrupts it. But I can honestly say, if the NBA does this restart, if MLB does go through with the 60 games, there's no way the NFL is going to sit back and watch the NBA finish out its season and the MLB have a small season. It's not. I'm confident the NFL will play. I'm just not confident it's going to finish. I really do think the NFL will start on time and it will work. But come November, December, how are we going to finish it out? That's what I'm kind of don't know about. Stephen Joyce, what's going on? Remember when I said we're going to get Quez Watkins like back in the day because I liked his name? Yeah, you definitely did. Jackson is such an idiot. My little kids know better than talking about that crap. it was a bonehead move when you look at the general where we are today. It's bad. A couple years. I mean, that's you really can't say that guy's name in any shade of good light. Um, I kind of see what Jackson was trying to portray. He just could have did it many different ways with some context, not including that person's name in it. But we gonna talk about that a little bit. No worries, we get it. I moved back from Boston about a week ago. Not easy, but appreciate the content. Doubt D-Jack's getting cut. Should be fine. You already know. Easily would have went third round if it wasn't. He would have went third round if it was a different draft. Yes. Would have been up there. He definitely would have been higher than a 6th round pick if it wasn't this loaded at the receiver position. Philly girl, what's going on? I missed your live yesterday. I caught a little bit on the rerun though. Quez Watkins, yeah, I know who you were talking about. Carson is going to turn them into Greg Ward. Hey, Carson could do a lot with a little. We've seen that. So if Carson's doing a lot with a little, if these guys have potential, if Aaron Moorhead, the wide receiver coach, really gets in it with these guys, we've seen stranger things. I mean, we're not going to compare these guys to Antonio Brown and stuff like that, but we've seen some later draft picks blossom just because they had the size, the speed, and the body type. They just didn't have it mentally. They didn't run the right routes, but you get a good positional coach to get with these guys. You get veterans like D-Jax who can run a multitude of routes, all the routes, You get these guys working together and it starts rubbing off. So it would be really interesting to get these guys in the group so they could work out together, brainstorm, see each other's highs and lows, all that good stuff. When I get into my 20s, the Eagles better draft me at quarterback position. Hey, if you're playing good, you never know. Brennan G97, what's going on, my guy? You talked about Raheem Mostert yet? No. As I did this title, I started, listening about that. Yeah, so he's wants a trade. I think he wants to be traded from the Niners. And when you look at what he did with the Niners in that 3-headed backfield, I mean, you had Mostert at times, you had Breida, and you had Coleman, in and out, these people went from injuries, but Mostert was a guy who was always there. Breida was injured on and off, played good when he was there. Same with Coleman, but Mostert was there. And if y'all remember, Mostert was on our team. He just couldn't make it. But then you see people who can't make it on your team go out there and show something. For all who knows that, we all know, but Boston Scott, you know where Boston Scott came from? The New Orleans Saints practice squad. So he was drafted or picked up or signed. I don't know exactly if he was drafted or it was like a free agent, undrafted free agent to the Saints. And next the Saints don't let him go. He gets on our practice squad. We need him, and he balls out. Good evening, by the way, Philly Mike. You already know what's going on, my guy. Yeah, we're going to talk about Mostert, though. It's way too early to tell if these receivers will work out in the NFL. I thought Hightower was ready to start over Quez Watkins. Hawk, I'm gonna agree with you. If you're just getting in here, I said earlier, I believe Hightower is the more prepared day one starter. I'm not saying any of these guys can come in and start day one, but if you had to ask me, I think Hightower is more ready to play now, but Quez Watkins to me has the bigger upside. I have a feeling Ward isn't going anywhere, to be honest. He's good and he's good and young, so I don't know. I think he stays. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see these really four: Quez Watkins, John Hightower, Marquise Goodwin, and Greg Ward Jr. And I say Marquise Goodwin as a veteran, but again, injuries and all that. We got to see his health be at an all-time high for us to pass up on some young talent. Hawk 215 said, Ward's my guy. Yeah, you said not yet, Takeem Hilton. RB, what up, Philly Mike? Can I get a wrench? And I'm happy we signed Watkins, though. Yeah, it was nice, man. You see him, and anytime you see a rookie in the Eagles green, it just looks real good. It just looks real good. Let me get you a wrench. I didn't even have my phone out. Like I said, I wasn't prepared. I was like, you know what, though? I got to get up on here. It's been a long time, so let's get it. If the NFL training camp doesn't start, then this season won't start. You can't have an NFL season without training camp. I do agree. You can't really just let these guys jump in unprepared, no preseason, no training camp. But here's the thing I said earlier before you got in. There's no way the NFL, who's one of the best, when it comes to NBA, MLB, NFL, everybody loves all of them. Some people don't love all of them, blah, blah, blah. They have their preference. But the NFL is the NFL, and it's still the top dog when it comes to ratings and stuff like that. So when you look at the fact that the NFL is going to sit back and watch the NBA finish, MLB have a small season, I see the NFL, no matter what, starting the season. My fear is, can they finish the season? I got you with the wrench, though. Don't worry, my guy. Let me get to the... How's your new house? Hey, I got some stuff in my new house and some stuff in storage, but the seller gave me the okay to put stuff in there, but I haven't fully closed yet because of all these backed up things when these guys got in on the green note last week. So I'm halfway in, halfway out. That's why you see me in different locations, because I got some family and people who are looking out for me while I'm in the middle was part of it. Work can actually run routes and get separation. I don't know how fast he is, but I know we need wide receivers that can run routes for sure, for sure. Yeah, and one thing that he got that others don't have is that he got the chemistry built up with Carson. So the ex-quarterback experience lets him know where he can sit in zones when he sees when he can read the defenses, and the fact that once you build that chemistry, it just elevates your game. Jordan Matthews was not good, but not that good. But when him and Carson had chemistry early in 2016, it just worked out. I was just looking at something. Wasn't AB a 6th-round pick? It happens. Yeah, you're right. I said 5th or 6th, but yeah, he definitely was a 6th. It can. Quez Watkins is going to make the team as a game day inactive. He'll get most of his work on special teams and practice squad scout team duties. JJ Arcega-Whiteside is going to be the receiver getting it in. Yeah, so let me know who you think your 3 starters are going to be, though. Let me get to that, though. Let me go back and give him a wrench real quick. I got you, RB. Hannibal the G. Hey, man, I'm sorry I was going to give you a superstar, but I don't have money. But it's all good, bro. It's all good. But I can't wait to I see Kavon play. Yeah, Kavon Wallace, man. He's been one of them vocal Eagles as a young boy. So it's going to be real interesting to see how he plays with this defense. We need that energy brought to the defense, something that Malcolm, you got guys like Jalen Mills who brings energy and stuff like that. Malcolm was really the veteran presence and the guy who just never quit. We got a couple of them on their team, but I'm really interested to see how Kavon Wallace grows in a role for the Philadelphia Eagles defense. JJ Arcega-Whiteside is going to get more burn this year. He'll be on the first team snaps. Hey, I'm with it. Yo, what up, Philly Mike? Little late to the party. Can I get a wrench, bro? Yeah, I got you. 1 second, though. What up, Philly Mike? What's good with you? We chilling, trying to get some, just trying to get a quick live stream in. This won't be one of them long ones, but we going to talk. Let's get to some questions. Cardarius Kid, what's going on? What I missed? We barely talked a little bit about Quez Watkins signing. The fact that, how is everything going to work with this training camp? We're still not getting it. I'm a believer that the NFL season will play. I don't know how it's going to finish, but we got to see. Brokey711 said he's back. Y'all see Jannard Avery Paxton on his moves? Yeah, I seen him on IG. He's really, who knows? He might be able to step up and be a key contributor in this rotation when you got guys like Josh Sweat coming out that, to fill in for Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett in certain times to give them break. Jannard Avery, he can play a pivotal role. I really think that we should have gotten either CeeDee Lamb or Justin Jefferson, but I think that Jalen Reagor will have a heck of a season. I think Jalen Hurts will be used as Taysom Hill. Hey, we got to hope so now. No going back. Once an Eagle, always an Eagle. John Hightower is going to get his chance on the outside. I think Hightower gets most of his work on both outside spots. Eagles already have enough bodies to man the slot. Definitely. We definitely got the slot bodies. Appreciate that. With him being signed, does he start an Alshon spot? I do think Quez can play that X position. It's going to be hard, man. For a 5th and 6th round pick to jump into the starting lineup, you got to have a decent amount of training camp, and they got to show something spectacular. So it's going to be pretty hard. Elite Eagles talk right here with Philly Mike. Heck yeah. Keep up the great streams. Appreciate you. Who has a better team, Eagles or Cowboys? Don't be biased. I'm a firm believer. I got to see it to believe it. And if you just want to go roster spots and this, that, and the third, playmaker here, playmaker there, you might have us beat at some of these playmakers. You go running back, even though I love Miles, I might have to give it to you guys. You go total receivers, I might have to give it to you guys. Tight ends, it's us. Quarterback, it's us. Offensive line, lost some pieces. You lost some pieces. It's close. Now, when we go to defense, it's defensive line. I think we got the better line. Y'all got the better middle linebackers, but I think we got the better secondary now. So I do believe it's a 1-2 race, no bias. But I still, Cowboys still stink at the end of the day. Dang, I went so far without saying it. Who won the division? Don't be biased. I'm done. I still say D-Jax, Goodwin, Rager as a starters. That pretty well could be, especially the fact that you want to rely on veteran people in this whole pandemic. How about the Mahomes contract? Whoa, right? I look at the Mahomes contract two different ways. I see a lot of people on social media saying, wow, the Chiefs are going to be broke and now Mahomes is going to have to carry the team by himself. The way he did it, it's a lot. It's $500 million when it's all said and done. Deontay, I got you with a wrench. My bad. The way the contract is scheduled, it's a lot of money, but he gets money that it keeps going. It's a really complex contract. I was talking with Gay City for a little bit because, he has so many incentives, injury incentive things, MVP, AFC Championship, a lot of stuff. He starts getting guaranteed money in 2022 or 2021 for 23 or 24. But the way the cap's going to keep going after this pandemic, up, 3-4 years, he might be doing a solid to the Kansas City Chiefs. And plus, he don't start getting paid money until like 2 or 3 years. So a guy like Chris Jones or Chandler Jones, who they don't know if they're going to be able to sign, they're probably going to now because he only got $63 million when he signed his name on the contract. And a lot of this other stuff is going to falter in. So as he's the highest paid player in sports ever, he also did. I know it's real weird, but the Chiefs are going to be able to contend because they're going to be able to afford things still. Black Goliath, appreciate the super chat, my guy. He says, salute, brethren. Keep up the great commentary. Quez Watkins will be solid for the Bird Gang. Hashtag Bird Gang, he said. Yeah, man, I really do see something in him. I seen it right after the combine. I seen it. I had a video. I had 2 videos out in March, before March. After March, I just said, man, if we can get him in the 5th round, 6th round, it'd be great. I just have a feeling that he could be that real sleeper, not Antonio Brown, who's had Hall of Fame talent before. He just had a screw loose, and he was drafted in the 6th round. But there's something I see in Quez Watkins coming out as a junior, being a Golden Eagle, now a Philly Eagle. Like, there's just a lot of things that I love about this kid, and it could be just me just loving him, but it would be a beautiful story if it all translates out that in 2 or 3 years now, Quez Watkins is playing some good ball. And it's like, especially all the content creators that spotted him before the draft, right after the draft, and, no one really giving him respect except for the Eagles community. It'd be a lovely story. I'm interested to see what John Hightower does too. And like for people who just coming in here, I do believe John Hightower is the guy that will be more comfortable with playing right away. But I see potential in Quez, and we got to keep him. We just need Aaron Moorhead to do his job. Now, if I missed your comment because I filtered to the super chat, just redo it and I got you. Anybody looking at what special teams will look like? Interesting. We got some guys who can return. We're going to have some guys who are going to play because if you can't make the team for your position, it's a good way to just try to contribute in special teams. You still get you get a spot, and then who knows? One injury to a certain player, you're on the team because of your special team play, results you to get in a spot and coming up big. What's up, crew? Hope everybody's safe. You already know. Devin King says, watch Watkins, man. I like that. Watch Watkins. Watch Watkins. It's WW. Philly Notion, what's going on in the building? Philly Mike, fire. But I'm getting nervous with this Ivy League canceling fall sports. That's about to affect the April draft big time. Yeah, man. Every time I see 2 steps forward, I feel like we go 3 steps back. But again, for those getting in here, I'm gonna say it one more time. There's no way the NFL is going to watch MLB play a 60 game season, the NBA restart. They're not going to sit back and watch that. They will start the NFL. If I'm a betting man, and I would bet that. I just don't know how they're going to finish, because it's going to be hard to finish. As it gets colder, does this virus come back even stronger? Blah, blah, blah. YouTube just closed out on me with a big. And let me know if it's lagging, because I'm under the Wi-Fi for the house, but I'm on the porch, so it's kind of far. I don't know. Let me know. Hannibal the G. That was a mistake. I realized I blocked you. My bad. Djax, Goodwin, and Rieger is the speed package, but they definitely not going to be the starters. Eagles need size at the wide receiver position, so J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is going to be on the field a lot. I do believe the Eagles like to have that one dominant, big catch radius guy. Don't be surprised if we just say, hey, we want catch radius, put a 12-man personnel out there, and let Dallas Goedert and Zach Ertz go to work. Dallas Goedert and all them go back to work. Not go back, go to work. So maybe that could be our sure hand guy. But I do believe that that's more of their speed package they're going to use, but we might go to it often. Who has a better team? Season ain't start yet. You already know. Because if we got to base it on the season that we just played, it was the Eagles. Devin King said Philly Notion stay solid. Oh my goodness, I'm falling behind. Let's get, like I said, if I missed your comment, just rotate that. We gotta get down a little bit. 141 guaranteed is not enough. What are you talking about? Eagles be rocking. Who's that for? I hope we keep Graylin Arnold. I've been hearing a lot of talk about him. I haven't been able to really do any deep studying. But look, once I get situated, there's a couple key guys I want to do breakdowns on. So we're not going to just be doing about the topics that are here. So let me know in certain videos or in community posts, guys, you want to talk about sleepers, because I want to do some more breakdowns as well. I agree. Was super team friendly deal. He's gonna be able to get some stuff. I think in 5 or 6 years they're gonna revisit this situation. But Sweet gonna ball out this year, and Barnett is gonna be Sweat. My bad, I said Sweet is gonna ball out this year, and Barnett is going to have a breakout season. I feel it, bro. We need Barnett to do a little better job this year. Yeah, Barnett just gotta stay consistent. I've seen times this guy do what he needs to do, and then he just falls off too easily. Should have been a half guaranteed. Oh, yeah, he definitely should have got half guaranteed. So you said 141 was guaranteed? I saw when he signed, immediately it was only 63 million, I thought. Quez is the real deal. Seen him in high school. Lightning fast. Corderi's kid, that's cool. It's always good to see a guy real young, and then you just see him just boom, 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 elevate. And he should at least have made the guaranteed more of giving him under 30 mil next 3 seasons. Yeah, the next 2 or 3 seasons, he's getting under 30 million. So the next 2 or 3 seasons, the Chiefs are going to be able to acquire talent. They already got all their big guys signed. Then, like year 3, 4, 5, it starts to get a little steep. 6, 7, 8 gets steeper. But, hey, it just goes to show that Mahomes is the highest paid player in sports right now, but still was able to flip it where it was type team friendly. They're both good deals, but I do think the Chiefs organization got the better of it, unless Mahomes just gets, something really bad happens, and knock on fake wood, boom, boom, boom. I don't like that. But yeah, you can tell this kid has the demeanor that he wants to win. He wants to win. Instead of just breaking the bank, like he could have took a 4-year deal that was record setting, made him pay all that money up front, not be able to roll it over, not be able to sign guys like Jones, and then still come back and get another deal when he's like 28, 29, 30. We have crazy speed for special teams this year. Yeah, we got speed for special teams, offense. We got a lot of things we can definitely work with. Jeffrey Abraham, what's up? What's going on with you? I can't get comfortable. Pull my back and shoulder both left side. Literally, no matter how I sit or lay. It's pain. Yeah, man. Shout out to you for just grinding. Yo, what are y'all doing? Go. All right. Um, yeah. Sorry, got distracted. But yeah, shout out to you for going through and just hanging in there. Fly Eagles Fly just got back from the workout. That's good, everybody. There you go. Got to get that work in. Got to get that work in. 12-man until Alshon back. Yeah, the 12-man personnel is going to be able to get your big body catchers on the field while keeping speed to the left and right. Yo, someone said Cam Hayward better than Fletcher Cox. I'm done with other fan bases. Uh, but what's up, bro? Yeah. Cam Hayward's good, but no. There's only one person that you can argue is better than Fletcher Cox, and I would argue he's better at the pass rush, but not better at the defensive stopping the run, and that's Aaron Donald. I want some rotatos. I wanted Mims. Brrr, don't say that no more. Because he was supposed to be the big guy after disrespecting the city. Forget him. Yeah, you already know. You don't need too much size. You have two of the best tight end duos. Don't need a bunch of Alshon Jeffries on the field. That's obviously wasn't working for us. Yeah, look, the Kansas City Chiefs got Tyreek Hill. Go ahead, you can get it. The Kansas City Chiefs got Tyreek Hill. You know, Quez Watkins, Sammy Watkins. He's a little bit bigger, can play the X position, but hey, the X position is important at times. You know, the red zone and just converting on, moving the chains. But that's what we're going to use our tight ends for. I still believe we're going to play a decent amount of 12-man personnel. And again, now you got two dominant, big, can beat one-on-one coverage, big catch radius, and Zach Ertz. Well, Zach Ertz catch radius ain't that big, but he's just old Mr. Reliable. Dallas Goedert, who's being able to extend and do things like that. And you got the two speed demons on the side, whether it be Rager and Jackson and Goodwin, just mix and match. And you're definitely going to get some 11 personnel in no matter what. Yes, I believe Quez Watkins has an upside that the sky could be the limit for this kid. Harold Robinson, I like that. The 41, that 141 was, as someone said, what Mahomes was guaranteed. I think that's not enough. I thought it was only 63. Which position do you think we need to improve in? We as an Eagle fans, or are you as the Cowboys? I don't know if you're a Cowboys fan. The last question caught me off guard. What's up, bro? Sunday I'm going to go to a basketball training. He said they run 5 Sundays. Hey, yeah, get it in. It's rough still, with, a lot of people who are not playing a sport for the profession. Is like, do you want to risk? I don't know how it's getting better, but I don't know. It's still rough. It's still rough out there. Do you think Nikel Roby-Coleman starts? 100%. He's the starting corner in the slot. Rome one more. What's going on, my guy? Signing bonus is 63 guaranteed. Total is 141.3 guaranteed. Yeah, so 141.3 is guaranteed, but I'm talking about that. As soon as you sign your name, you walk away with the 63. Rotatos, curly fries. Dang, you people call them rotatos? That's crazy. For my birthday, I'm probably going to get a Darius Slay and Zach Ertz jersey and a NFL football. I will be 14 in 2 months. Bad news is that I have to go to school on my birthday, which is September 2nd. Oh, man. I'm not sold on Watkins like everyone else is, at least not this year. Yeah, look, by any means, I'm not the one sitting here. Listen, I don't want to be like just giving false hope. I'm not saying he's going to come in and ball out this year. If you ask me who's probably going to get on the field first, I would think Hightower has a better chance getting on the field first. But I see the potential in Watkins to where he might get a little play this year or maybe none. But we keep him and we keep working with him, and he has everything. He got the speed that you can't teach. He got the frame. He's long, he's lengthy. He goes up for 50-50 balls. There's a lot of things that he does that is not teachable. So he's raw, but talented to me. Mahomes will be fully guaranteed season. Oh, yeah. All right. Get that red shit. My God. My bad, dog. I really did forget on some just What's wrong with me? Let me get that. Let me get that. I got you now. I got you. I got you. For real, for real. Biggest worries is old wine. Wait, what? Biggest worry is old wine continuity. I don't even know what that means. Sorry about that. Spot on with Fletch. No one overall better. No more powerful. Oh, biggest worry would be O-line. I still don't know. Let me know again. My bad. If maybe I'm just having one of them moments. How many receivers you think we keep? I got us keeping 7. I would love to keep 7, but like the number I'm thinking they're gonna do is 6. But if that extra spots let us somehow keep 7, I'm with it. That's what I would do preferably. Do you think Nicole Remy starts? Yeah. We got that. My bad. Definitely. Mims got called out for being soft after his first interview. Then he tried to overcompensate by talking crap, but ended up looking even softer. Perfectly said. And, when I really analyze that, I think he made a mistake when he made the mistake. And then, listen, he's in that thing playing Call of Duty, realizing he got to spend his time in New York with the Jets. And then someone brings up Philly, where he thought he might have got drafted to. And he was like, man, and he felt some type of way. He did. He felt some type of way. Mike, you need to make your loyalty badges different colors. I got you. We talk about that on the low. Let me know on one of them. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna put a channel membership community post out so we can talk about some things and you guys give me advice. Philly J, what's going on? Eagles clip, yeah, me too. That's why I think they want Maddox on outside. Interesting. Mahomes didn't wait. Wentz didn't wait, allowing their team's salary cap flexibility. Correct. Cowboys will overpay Dak because they waited, which will kill the roster in the upcoming seasons. Correct. You got to remember, even again, Mahomes' deal is a 10-year extension, but it's for 12 years because he's still under contract for 2 years. So for the next 2 years, he's getting that blah, blah, blah money. And then it starts in. Same with Carson. He wasn't getting paid last year on that $109 million contract. Dak Prescott is next to get his contract. Yeah, but see, because he should have got his contract a year ago or two, now here's the thing. When you sign somebody for this money, you have to pay the money within that time frame. So now the money's going to be all clogged up, especially with Dak wanting a 3 or 4 year deal. He doesn't want to take a long-term deal. But there's no time to say we got this contract. We're not going to start paying you for a year or two. And so we can move things around. It's all going to be like, you got to do it right away. I actually am an Eagles fan. And back to the question, what position do you think we need to improve on? One of our most noticeable positions we need to improve on is linebacker. I mean, not necessarily because the Eagles don't use linebacker the way other teams do. What the hell is up with these birds? Where they come from? Anyways, our most notable position we need to work on is linebacker, but we don't use them that way. So we're playing a lot of nickel and dime. I think we can get away with it. But if maybe we wouldn't play as much that as if we had better linebackers. Even though the NFL, I believe, is going that route anyway. Hey, bro, I'm saying, though, can we get a 4K check? 4K check? Yo, the championship hat is too fresh. Fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, you already know. I should have did the 4K check from the beginning. Not a Philly fan. DeSean Jackson should not be cut. There you go, Nick Diaz. There you go. I like that. Nick Diaz, who you like? I think you like the Giants, right? We deep at wide receiver and cornerback. We need some competition. We deep in wide receiver and cornerback. We need to see some competition. Hey, Dallas Young, yeah, that's the best part of training camp, and that's what we need. Like I said, we got 62 people in here. Do me a favor. If you haven't hit that like button, please exit the live chat, smash that like button, and hop back in here so we could talk some more Eagles. What was I going to say? But, yeah, the other 31 teams in the NFL, some of these teams are coming back with more of the same people. You got to look. We got a new person on the D-line who's crucial to probably going to start. You got Darius Slay, Nickel Roby-Coleman, Will Parks, Shatavius Brown, Jalen Mills playing safety, all these pieces in the secondary. And you got Jalen Rager, all these new receivers. Now we're going to have a new right guard. This training camp to us is more important than other people for the simple fact that, we really have to work on things. I see a lot of question marks, but I believe these question marks are going to be answered. But this offseason could be very important to a team that is new. We got better, but we're still new. Greg Ward is Rasul Douglas for D.D. Westbrook. Greg Ward and Rasul Douglas for D.D. Westbrook. Interesting. I mean, I started really coming up on D.D. Westbrook because I'm big in fantasy, not just playing with your like the ESPN ones where you do the year long. I'm big in daily fantasy, so I brush up on everybody. But I think D.D. started tailing off at the end. I mean, was it the Jaguars? I don't know, but I was starting to come up on D.D. Who would you rather keep, Scott or Clement? I have to go Scott because I don't know where Clement is at. Last time I seen him, he just kept getting injured. But if you tell me I can get Super Bowl 52, 2017 into 18, Corey Clement, then I'll pull the trigger. Continuity. Yeah, you and the puns and all that stuff, you be killing it. Jason Wall's that dude when it comes to puns, memes, all that good stuff. Yeah, I want to see how Cam goes before saying what we need to upgrade most at. I mean, it usually always linebacker. We never invest there, so I guess we have to disregard linebacker. Yeah. Scott over Clement if I had to pick. CW Gearhead. What up, Philly Mike? Just got off of work. Glad able to catch it live. 10 hours overtime for the next 8 weeks. Keep killing it. You keep killing it, my man. You'll get that OT when you can get it. You never know when it stops and all that. I don't know what you do for a living, but it's good stuff. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to get into a location. You know what I mean? It's been real rough too. And yeah, haven't seen you in the lives, but we're gonna try to start. What I really want to do is I want to get a day that I go live every single day that week. Every week I go live a certain day at a certain time. That doesn't mean I won't go live periodically, different days. But if we get that same day that everybody feel good with, we don't, it's all good. Would you give a look for Maddox at safety? I don't want to see him out. Him at outside corner, but safety he can hold his own. He definitely needs to be on the field. However, yeah, he's a very talented player. He's versatile. He's physically gifted, but he is short. So playing outside, when you're matched up against the big guys like a Michael Thomas, who's a big body, possession guy, Devontae Adams, Devontae Parker, like an Alshon Jeffrey type, it's hard to send little Maddox out there. But when he had to fill in that safety, he did pretty good. But I mean, we can't have everybody playing safety. You know what I mean? I think we need to begin to flip our pass, do like other teams, and get them young bucks on the field. Give them a shot to make a play. These new cats are even more talented than Greg Ward. Hey, seeing is believing. And that's why I'm so upset that we don't have a training camp right now. Pancakes are better than Wentz? I don't know about that. I'm just kidding, Zeke fan. Come on, man. You already know the deal. You already know. Yep, Carson in his 5th-year option this season. Yes. So yeah, let's get into this. Like, I want to be he said, "Man, Mike, you and DR sounds like bullfrogs." Nah, right now I'm in like, again, I live in Pennsylvania. I live in Easton. I'm actually staying in Easton, so I'm about like 55 minutes, an hour away from the stadium. But I'm in Bangor for people who know about Pennsylvania. I'm in Bangor, like more in like the woodsy area, and so I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But yeah, it's crazy. I hope Deshaun Watson gets paid before Dak. That would be nice. The more the merrier. What kind of bird is that? I don't even know. Sounds like Mike is in Jurassic Park. See, that's how far behind I am. My bad, guys. Oh, Nick Diaz says he's a Vikings fan. He says, set a firecracker. He said, Mims is mad he went to a team who hasn't been in playoffs in 10 years. Yeah, you already know. Philly, so what's going on? Philly Mike and Philly Nation. Matt Pryor is going to ball out. Yeah, I think Matt Pryor is really good against the run, and I think he can get it done against the pass. D.D. Westbrook has stone hands. We don't need no D.D. Westbrook. Interesting, yeah. But yeah, let me see. Tank Large beats Lane Johnson for what? Like it's his only sack of the season. He only had a couple of them Jones. I'm just kidding. Like, it's nice when you got a Cowboys fan on the stream telling them, hey, let's like the video, guys. Let's like the video. All you gotta do is take 1 second. If you ain't do it already, hit the X button off the live chat, smash that like button, hop back in here. What's going on, Lord Dagger? Yo, what's going on, boys? Lord Dagger, what's going on, my guy? Matt Pryor is a Pro Bowler trust. Oh man, that's a hot take. I ain't mad at it, but I like it. And again, if I miss your comment, I'm gonna try to rotate to the front because I've been doing too much of this on other topics and not really getting it. But yeah, man, yo, I would go to Jurassic Park if that was real. Though I know all the movies say, you know what I mean, something bad happens, but I still probably do it. I don't know why, but I would. Rock the Artist, what's going on, my guy? Way I'm feeling, we sweep in the division. That's not being biased. We have chemistry and solid coaches. Solid coaches and chemistry with the core, yeah, but we do got a lot of new people. The new people make us better, but they're new. So the scheme we're going to run is the same, but we got to get the Slays, the Coleman, the Parks, the Hargraves, the Riegers, the Watkins, the Hightowers, the Goodwins, even J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, because he don't know the plays. We got to get these guys up and running. Learn a bit. I don't know what that's for, but keep up, my guy. I've been trying to catch your lives more often, but work killing me. How about them other team? Now I'm just kidding. Book of High Quality Band. Yeah, yo, there's a couple legit Cowboy fans that come on here, you know, talk their talk, but only in a football way, and I can always respect that because, hey, you rock, you know, you watch football, you like the Cowboys, Giants, or Redskins, you know, I wouldn't respect you if you didn't dislike the Eagles, but as long as we keeping it real, I'm all about keeping it real, and I let the play do the talking. I can't wait. I told him he will be auto muted, being yeah, she be on it. 33 mil for Wentz, looking like a steal now. Yep, somebody called the cops. I feel Redskins will be a bigger threat than the Cowboys defensively. Yeah, the Redskins defense could kick up. I'm very curious to see how their secondary holds up when they got Ronald Darby over there, who's going to be Dean number ones. I don't know about their secondary, but their front four can get it done. Think it's so funny. Zeke fan says Lane is always beat by Tank when he didn't have a single sack against us his entire career until this season. More like Lane owns them. Yeah. Those are Cowboys fans in bird costumes. Where do you rank Carson Wentz among NFL quarterbacks? He's in my top 5. Again, listen, when people criticize me and a lot of other people who say this, but this is how I look at it. Again, when people use the drawback of him being hurt, I can't argue it necessarily. I can say last year he got hurt by a illegal play, you know, blah, 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 blah. At least he didn't hurt his ankle, his shoulder. He didn't hurt something that can be like, here we go again. But he hasn't finished the last couple seasons. So that is a big blinking light. That has to change. I am a big Carson Wentz supporter, but I will sit here and say to you, that has to change. Now, here's my point. We're talking, where do you rank talent, stuff like this? When I'm just talking talent, I mean, give me him for one game on Sunday or 1 year or whatever. The talent is there. He's top 5 talent. He does things that, you know, the Russ does, the Russ do, the Mahomes do. And no, I'm not saying he's better than Russ or Mahomes. But the thing is, he hasn't been available the last 3 seasons, and that is concerning. Do I think he's going to be available this year? Yes. But I got to see it. But his talent is up there. He's a top 5 guy for me. You think he's top 10? I can get around that. Yeah, I know. Here you're gonna say all that. And listen, again, I don't excuse the fact that he's not playing in the playoffs. That is a big mark on his career so far. I get it. But when we talk about ranking talent, I'm gonna rank his talent. His talent is up there. He has to be available. I don't sugarcoat it. He has to be available. What do you think about CJ Anderson as a veteran running back we can pick up? Hey, I've always been saying this since we had the Miles Sanders and the Boston Scotts and even signing Corey Clement. If we get another running back, we can't get the Avante Freemans or the Sean McCoys or we can't get them type. We need a bruiser. We need a LeGarrette Blount replacement. And so Monica Lane, even though CJ Anderson ain't a guy I want running the ball 20 times, he's a big back who can bruise his ways for short yardage. I like it. Russell, have you seen Daniel Jones? Oh, yeah. Stephen B. Tank Lawrence will beat Lane this season easy. We will have to see about that. Yo, Tyrese Washington, what's going on, my guy? I haven't seen you in live in a minute. Mahomes, Wilson, Lamar, Breeze, Wentz. Above Watson and Rodgers. Yeah, and you also got to think we're not just projecting who did good in the last 5 years. We're projecting, when you talk about players, it's always supposed to be a forward-thinking process. New people make our chemistry a little shaky. We do have a solid coaching staff. A little new there too, though. Yeah, these guys are they're gonna implement certain things to help Doug out where he wasn't helped out last year. But I think we still solidly we have the most chemistry when it comes to what we were trying to accomplish. Like, we don't got to learn a new scheme. We're still going to bring Doug's scheme. There's just going to be little tweaks here and there with these new coaches. Ron Rivera, a whole new scheme. Everybody else is going to have a whole new scheme. Philly take with RB. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Hope everything is well with the moving process, bro. Hey, it's been rough. Kind of got stuck to where we're going to close, started moving everything. Something happened. They said, oh, we know you're going to be able to close, so why don't you put some of your stuff in your house, the house that we're selling you. The rest you can put in storage that you already have in storage. You started moving. So it's just like I'm in limbo, whatever you want to call that. So it's rough. We doing videos whenever I can get a chance to do it. I caught some of your stream, your Sixers stream. Good stuff. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Go check them out. Philly Take with RB, both Sixers and Eagles content creator. Go ahead and check my guy out. Definitely a must subscribe. Now again, I lost where I was in the chat. So if you don't get your comment read, just re-comment it and we going to talk about that. So yeah, this video was really supposed to be about the two things, the DeSean Jackson thing a little bit, which I talked about very little in the beginning, and my guy Quez Watkins signing. And I also want to let the people who are in here, who are Philly Talk Nation members, the stream of us doing it together was supposed to be this week. But as you see, I am not prepared for it. So we will be doing that in the beginning or middle of next week. I'll let you know in a community post. Go live with Philly 500. We've been talking about it for seeing what we can do. Again, the first one went really well. I liked it. He liked it. Everybody else seemed to like it. Again, I got to get situated before I could do that. So maybe sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks, we definitely talk about it. Trade Rasul in the third for Leonard Fournette for the bruiser role. I would do that for the bruiser role. People don't like to do it. People were talking about when that was a hot topic that, is Rasul in the third good if he's going to just play 1 year and then leave? So would you give up that for a rental? But Leonard Fournette would be the best compliment to Miles Sanders. That would be the whole Blunt and Jai was still a kind of a bruiser too. So I don't know, the way Jai, Blunt, and Clement all fit together, it was perfect. It was the best committee I've seen in a minute, because normally committees are 2, And normally committees, are still favored by one person. It was pretty equal with them two. Which running back outside ours would you like to be our thunder to Matt Sanders, aka Speed? It's tough. I was really liking Carlos Hyde. I thought he fit the mold. But now I want a bruiser, and guys like C.J. Anderson maybe would fit the mold. I'm thinking we're going to give Michael Warren and or Elijah Holyfield a shot. And again, we're not trusting them with running the ball 20 times. We're trusting them running the ball 7 times, 5 times a game, and that's going to fit. That's going to be able to get the job done. Philly 500 in Vegas. Try going live with him. Yeah, like I said, we definitely going to try that because, like I said, he that's my guy right there too. Wilson or Mahomes, then Wentz, and can argue the rest. I like it. Who's your favorite non-Eagle quarterback in the NFL? Probably Russ. I like Russ a lot. Watkins is going to ball out. Yeah, man, I think he has a lot of potential. I see him being a guy who, will be a little raw in the beginning, but there's just something about him that, I caught before the draft. Man, I was talking about this guy before the draft, like in March. I was early with him. I said we should get him around the fifth, sixth. Some people were saying third, fourth. I said pretty much fifth, sixth, and that's where we got him. If this wasn't as deep of a wide receiver draft, he probably would have went up a little bit. But yeah, all good things. But listen, I expect DeSean Jackson to not get punished, not cut off the team. If anything, maybe it's not the Eagles who suspend him. Maybe the NFL steps in and suspends him for a game or two, but I doubt it. I think everything's going to be all right. I'm not by any means saying what he did was right. It's not. He got to be smarter than that. I understand what he was trying to say with the Black Lives Matter movement, and I'm a big supporter of it. I believe that we all got to get back to just doing what's right, and I'm a big supporter of Black Lives Matter. I want to see how the NFL and the NBA embrace it. But what he tried to do is put that out there and neglecting what it was doing to another culture or race. So it was wrong. I see what he was trying to do. But again, he came out and apologized quick, no script. He just went to his Instagram and did it from the heart. You can tell when he's from the heart by how he was talking. He kept, saying the same things, which is important. He's going to do whatever he can to make up, It's unfortunate. And again, he has to be smarter. But I think D-Jax will be all right. Oh, my bad. Philly Take with RB said, you hear about Raheem Mostert? And he thought, I talked about that a little bit in the beginning. Yeah, man, he was on our team before. He was on our team. He played in preseason. We never really gave him the respect, a practice squad guy who left. And then he balled out with the Niners. And when Breida was on and off the field and Coleman was on and off the field, he was the guy that they counted on when they went down and out. It was really the Breida and Coleman show. But then as Mostert was being the most healthiest back on that team, he did what he had to do. And just like Boston Scott balled out for us, if I said this earlier too, Boston Scott was either drafted or an undrafted free agent signing of the New Orleans Saints. Didn't get no run over there. Ended up jumping to our practice squad. Came in and balled for us. So Mostert is a guy who I can see use a little bit of He got a little bit of bruiser in his game. Not really. So he's just gonna fit in with the mold that we already have. So if we trying to have a committee of just the same type, it's interesting. I would really feel more. There's that dinosaur bird back again. I don't know what it is. Again, if we did not sign Corey Clement, I'd have been like, wow, that'd be a nice little added. In case Boston Scott is not the guy that we think he is because we only saw it in a small sample size. Brandon Graham is better than how he screwed that committee up by not resigning Blunt. Yeah, but hey, you see, Blunt really didn't do much after the Eagles. He's just chilling. Is Blunt still in the league? Nah, I don't think he's in the league no more. He don't play for nobody. But I don't know why he stopped. Looked like he still had gas in the tank. He went to Detroit and they killed his career. Yeah, he did go to Detroit. He went to Detroit after us, right? Speaking of fantasy, any update on the fantasy slot raffle? Wait, speaking of fantasy, any update on the fantasy slot raffle? Um, the fantasy slot raffle. I didn't think. I said that we were gonna do a raffle for it. I'm doing a fantasy league, and I got people who try to jump, who already asked to be in it. I'm talking back when the season just ended, but some of them I don't even see comment or even talk anymore. Not even on regular videos, nothing. So I don't know who's all left from that. But 12-man league, ESPN fantasy. We do the draft around the third week of the preseason, if there is a preseason, so we limit injuries. But the first come, first serve got to go to the channel members. Jalen Williams being a channel member, because, you know, the guys who are really dug into the Philly Talk podcast, I gotta rock with them first. So, you know, it'll be fun though. What we'll do is we'll have the draft. I might stream it live on here. Y'all be at your house doing it on your phones. I'll have it live on here. Everybody be able to watch. If you pick a kicker in the third or round, you probably shouldn't be playing fantasy. I'm just kidding. But we'll do that. We'll have weekly, at least once a week. We'll talk about who's in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, who's in blah, 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 blah. We do a lot of stuff. Like at the beginning of videos, I mean, not the beginning, at the end of videos, we'll put out little things. It'll be cool. Blunt was nice in 17, helped us get that nice, shiny Super Bowl ring. You're right. You're definitely right about that. I mean, LeGarrette Blunt did a lot. I mean, it was cool because he won back-to-back Super Bowls. Him and Chris Long, back-to-back Super Bowls. One with the Patriots and one with the Eagles. It's Dak Prescott calling for his... Yo, I'm dead. Philly take with RB. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. He said that's what the birds are. He said, is Dak Prescott calling for his contract? Hey, we know if you ever go to an Eagle stream of Philly take with RB, he gets the Cowboys' attention. He definitely does. He definitely does. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Brandon Graham over Lawrence, Barnett over Alden, Cox over McCoy, Hargrave over Poe. Woo, he tried to do it all. Uber Lawrence hasn't done nothing after getting paid. Here we go. We about to get that thing. Blunt and Howard were good power backs. Yeah. See, the sad thing about Jordan Howard, we never got to use him the way we wanted to. We really didn't. Once him and Miles Sanders started clicking, and Jordan Howard just started clicking in general, the shoulder, the stinger that lasted forever. I don't know. I think Jordan Howard had potential. Listen, when he was in his first 2 years with the Bears, man, he was dirty and never hurt. I don't know. That whole come to the Eagles, get hurt thing kills me. And I'm trying to cipher through these Eagles and Cowboys crap talking. It's fun to read, but you know. Wait, what? Yo, I think them. Oh. I thought you were talking about the Eagles as birds. Now, yo, I think them birds are frogs, my guy. Hey, it might be. I don't claim to be nothing about the wildlife. Listen, it just sounded like it was coming from the top of the trees. I don't know. But yo, I think the birds are frogs, my guy. What's your take on our specialist? Special teams? Can Elliott stop missing PATs, and can Johnson be as good as Jones? Yes. Interesting. I was a big Elliott supporter. I liked when he got his contract, but yeah, I mean the guy makes ones. He's clutch between that. He's clutch inside of 40. Misses some long ones, not all, but yeah, he misses too many PATs for my liking. So we need him to get back on the grind. You know, he did some big things, some long kicks to win us games. That Giants game in our Super Bowl run, that just put the icing on the cake to keep the momentum going for us to keep getting these W's, because losing to the Giants that early in the season could have did something. You know, football's all about momentum. And yeah, Jones was a great punter. Johnson shows signs, but yeah, people don't understand how. See, that junk is up in the air. But people don't understand how crucial special teams is. You punt and get these guys inside the 5, inside the 10, time after time after time, instead of letting them start on a 25. It's just a whole different. A team that starts on a 25 has a different set of plays. So if this play goes for a 30-yard pass, well, they might have not called that play if they were inside the 5 or inside the 10. So you can't just say, well, if they were inside the 10, they would have threw a 30-yard play to get up to the 40. Not really, because that play was called from where they're at. They might not want to call that play in the 5 or 10 because they don't want to risk a sack, a safety. So it all plays a role. You letting these guys start the 25 constantly and stuff like that. Man, special teams can go a long way. Definitely. The rookie I'm excited to see is John Hightower. I really like his skill set. Hey, I ain't going to front. I do believe he's a more ready starter when it comes to him or Hightower, Watkins. McCarthy and the Packers. McCarthy upgraded Packers defense. Wait, McCarthy upgraded Packers defense? Fired. Jay Garrett is going. Defense and offense will be better. We have to see. Monica's just enjoying the commentary. Agreed, Danny. I think Hightower is going to shock people. Do you what? Playoffs in 3 years in a row, bud? You already know. And we going this year. There's no way we don't make the playoffs with this extra team added. Come on now. Now they got 7 teams. We in there. Would you rather have Josh Gordon or Alshon Jeffrey? Healthy? Alshon. Not healthy? Alshon. I'm just kidding. Josh Gordon, I mean, if he can keep his head on straight, do got talent. But I think Alshon Jeffrey fully healthy. My question is, can he ever get back to being fully healthy? I know he's really been, he's been hurt a lot. Ever since the Super Bowl, he has nagging injuries. I think that went into the process of the back and forth with Carson Wentz. So I think Alshon, if he's healthy, Stephen B said Gordon, I don't care about his drama. Go to your own team's chat. Agreed. He said, I'm mad at Alshon. Hey, it's a love-hate relationship with certain players on the Eagles. If you want to see the Cowboys' last Super Bowl win, you have to go to a thrift shop and find it on VHS. Fly, Eagles, fly. We're going to get a couple more of these bad boys, and we're going to head up out. Jason Garrett does oversee the defense, so you can't blame that on him. Zeke makes at least one first down a drive and gets better field position for whatever happens. Yeah, man. You got to think, they were really good offense, but when they used Zeke, they won. When they used Dak and the receivers more than Zeke, I'm not saying just use one or the other, but when they favored the run, they won. When they favored the pass, they lost, but had a lot of stats. So, I mean, that's not me talking nothing. That's just me being, you know what I'm saying, real. You could argue Garrett better than McCarthy. Do you think we sign guys and they'll get their money and suck or get hurt? Do you think we sign guys and they get their money and suck or get hurt? You mean in general? It's really funny how the Philadelphia Eagles can get guys who never been hurt on other teams and get them hurt, and then they leave and stay healthy. So that's a mystery that we got to see. Salary cap was implemented in 94. Yeah. Philly Mike, do you have a fantasy name for your league? Don't have one yet. I agree. I think A-Rod carried McCarthy. I mean, they did go straight to the NFC Championship with a rookie coach literally right after McCarthy was fired. Garrett is better than McCarthy, in my opinion. I told you I won't take racism. Who said something racist? Hey, JJ Triller, let me just say this. I don't know about other content creators because I can't speak for them, but I won't never mention the Cowboys. The only time they get mentioned is when a Cowboy fan comes into the chat and something. So I read the Cowboys fans question, and then the chat versus you or whoever, not just you, but it's Cowboys versus Eagles in the chat. And so sometimes when I got like 20 comments in a row, that's all Eagles debating the Cowboys and Cowboys debating the Eagles, I go, well, I got to click on one of them, and I just read it. And that's always by the end. It's crazy. Everybody who watches this on the rerun comments, it says, the first 30 to 40 minutes of your streams are always about the Eagles and what the topic's about, and they're answering Eagle questions. But at the 45-minute mark, Cowboy fans come in here, and then again, look, if you look, after you say that, then it's Eagle fans defending their team, which is rightfully so, because, oh yeah, they are in an Eagle stream, so they are going to defend them. And again, the Cowboys defense has eroded this offseason, and Dak will blow their cap. So again, if no Cowboys fans come in here talking about them, I don't know about other content creators, but I keep it solely about the Eagles. Solely about the Eagles. Never about the Cowboys. And that's why do you think I don't talk about the Giants or the Redskins? Because I don't get Giant fans coming in here. I don't get Redskins fans coming in here. I only get Cowboys fans coming in here. So when they come in here and they talk, sometimes I read their question and I just let it go. Because if they're not talking crap, I read it. Because there's a couple Cowboy fans that are cool. The book of something, Jarek Reed, the boy. These are all Cowboy fans who come up, say what's up, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. So, yeah, we about to be done anyways. But, yeah, I don't never just start talking and say, well, guys, let's talk about Dak's contract to the Eagle fans. Nah, I don't do that. It's not me. I don't need to. For what? But that's what it is. And then you can't expect the chat to sit there and let somebody come in here and say, Cowboys ... and they not respond. So sometimes I try to go, hold up, guys, let me read through these, because once there's too much Cowboy talk, I don't like to do that, because a lot of people watch this on the rerun and they told me before they comment and say, wow, this stream was good up until 45 minutes. Now it's back and forth with the Eagles Cowboys. I'm about to end it right here. And I say, just do it. I should have cut it off there anyway. No, I'm just kidding. But I appreciate you guys coming through. So that's what I try to do. Maybe smoking. He surely needs a hobby. So that's what I try to do. See, now I'm not going to look. Dallas. Oh, that's facts, Philly Mike. Yeah. Another Dallas. Yep, Mahomes 40. And you listen, check this out. For one more time for JJ Triller, if you're still in here, go back to go look at all the videos I put up. I never, ever put a video up that's titled Philadelphia Eagles, and then in the video I talk about anything. I don't talk all the Dak Prescott contract controversy. There's been other people. There is Eagle content creators that talk about them, but just because they get dragged into it with their name. But if you look, I've never said, you know what, there's nothing to talk about with the Eagles today. Oh, wow. They talked a lot about Dak on social media today. Let me make a video. Why Dak's going to get his money. I've never did a video on just solely that. And you can look back the history of my 10 months. Never, ever. Because it's just, why would I do that? I don't like it. I try to talk about something I like. Do you think Dallas Goedert will outperform Zach Ertz this season? Dallas is a beast for a tight end. I don't know if it's getting dark out here. I don't know if he'll outperform him, because I don't think he's going to get more reps or enough reps to outperform him. I can see maybe Zach Ertz getting nicked up a game or two and Goedert really taking off, and it makes it a hard decision. Yeah. Dallas Goedert is good, but I believe we're going to utilize the 12-man personnel, so we'll have both Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz on the field with guys like Goodwin and Rager and Jackson and one of these rookies alongside of them. You talk about Eagles in real life. Yeah, listen, again, last time I'm going to say this. If you go back to my history of not my live streams, Because live streams, people bring up the Cowboys, but I've never did a video just about the Cowboys. But on that note, we about to be out soon. Who's your favorite Eagle player of all time? I'm only 29 years old, so I got to pick a guy that I watched. Carson Wentz, I love him to death, but, you know, he's been around like this. Listen, I mean, guys like Brian, it's hard. Brian Dawkins, Brian Westbrook, Donovan McNabb, even LaShawn McCoy, maybe. These are guys I watched a long time. So I probably would narrow it down to Donovan or Dawkins. Like, I know about the Cunninghams and some of these older guys. But I really lived it with Donovan and Brian Dawkins. So I'll probably stick with that. We about to get up out of here anyway. Murph the Kenzo, what up, Mike? I didn't get the notification for that live. Whack. It's all good. We've been on here for an hour and 15 though. But yeah, listen, I said this. Philly Talk Nation people, which you are one of them, Murph the Kenzo. I will be putting a community post for only you guys to see, and we're going to talk about when we're going to get on for the Philly Talk Nation live stream, which we will be doing as soon as I get situated, which I will be situated by the end of this week, no matter what, or I'll just build a house. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so sometime in the middle of next week, we going to rock out. B-Dog, my favorite all times. Facts. Mike, you ain't got to justify nothing, bro. It's all good. It's all good. D-Dog made crazy plays when we need another one of his mold. Yeah. Oh, this is another guy, man. Red Eyes Trent Cole is my favorite. Hey, he used to do a lot of good things. Number 58. Michael Vick, he balled out too. Defense too, my friend. New member from 500, loyal base. Good talk, bro. Damian Ramey, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming over. Yeah, me and Philly 500 did one stream together. We're talking about another one in the near future. We'll see how it goes, though. Again, I'm not in my, normally I'm more in my element, in my spot. It's dark out here. I got these dinosaurs, frogs, birds. I don't know what they are. Something. I hope our offensive scheme is better and more creative this year. Yeah, creativity is important because there were times last year that we were really predictable. Was it because of the injuries that Doug got predictable? Was it because of the things that Mike Groh cooked up throughout the week? Again, Doug Peterson is the play caller, but Mike Groh and Doug Peterson designed the plays. That's why I think it's important to get guys like, I don't know what to get the guys we brought in, Rich Scanganello and Marty Morningway. Marty Morningway cannot call plays, but he's a veteran coach who can design plays. So with that being said, they more prepared throughout the week. More plays are available for Doug to call at certain times. So I like all that good stuff. On that note, we about to be up out of here. These birds are getting louder. I think they're going to just come down and get me soon. Yep, I think Cole's second all-time sacks as an Eagle, right? He's up there. I'm only 18. My favorite player is Fletcher Cox. I ain't mad at it. You gotta pick your favorite player that you actually like lived and seen by. So, well, before you guys exit this stream, if you have not smashed that like button, make sure you smash the like button on the way out or do it real quick. I'm getting off in like 5 minutes. Bro, where you at? The Amazon? Yeah, right? Like, what's going on? Is this real life? Bro, I don't know. It sounds like it's coming up. Look. Like, there's a bunch of trees. Like, look at this backyard. So it's like, it's my people's house. You know what I mean? So like, not family, but friends. I mean, they be going camping out here. I mean, they got it all. Like, I don't know what it is though. Sounds like an Amazon rainforest in this video. Yeah, my bad, guys. Like I said, they were quiet for the most part. I'm about to just throw something up there and see what happens. A Velociraptors attack in the dark, my man. Yeah, we about to get up in here. I might have to start the fire. Something, I don't know. But yeah, this is my people's house. And so they probably like, are you done already? They don't watch football though. I'm like, what? What? They kind of do. Chilling in the jungle, my man said. He said, Mike, don't get eaten. Yo, I'm kind of getting a little scared now. Now y'all talk tigers and bears. Oh my. No, I'm just kidding. All right. With all that being said, let's hit this one more time. So you guys, this is what I'm gonna start doing too before it dies on me. Check this out. Ready? So we gonna do this. Ready? Let me get that comment off. Hold up. Check this out, guys. 2% minutes. What is going on every site now? Let me stop. But yeah, that's how I'm going to be able to do streams. And what I want to do is if I have topics that there's video clips that we can play and show, I'm going to download the video clips. They're only going to be like 5 to 7 second video clips. And then I can put them there. So when I can say, look, this is what this guy said, boom, show the clip, come back and get your guys' opinions on that clip. With that being said, I really got to get up out of here. Who doesn't watch football? Yeah, they do. I don't know. He's, you know. There's dope. That's dope. Yeah, real quick before I get off. Like I said, it's going to be cool because what we can do is if we're talking about like highlights of a game or anything that we're talking about, I'm going to get clips of it. And then what I'll do is be like, look, this is what the guy said. Boom, play it. And then we come back and y'all tell me what y'all think about it. And that's cool because if I'm talking about something that somebody in the chat didn't see, I'll be like, well, look, boom. Then we come back. So like it could be an interview from Doug. It can be something that someone said. Like just say this whole DeSean Jackson thing just blew up and I was just doing it. Bang, play it, come back and talk about it. But on that note, we about to be up out of here. See, now that they got silent, I'm more scared because they probably plotting their revenge on me. But he said behind you, Mike. Hey, your spelling bad ain't as bad as my reading, so you good money. Social distancing. Who were those? Oh, it's just kids of the family I'm with right now. But yeah, I'm getting a message. Got to get out of here. You go ahead with the technologies, bro. I learned about that just today. Hope we just a season this year. Seriously, guys, always. Sounds dope already. With that being said, appreciate you guys for stopping in here. Make it, like I said, on the way out, smash that like button. If I can't get a regular video out tomorrow, I'll be live streaming again from a different location. We're gonna move out we're gonna move out the jungle, and I don't know where we're gonna be tomorrow. Until next time, you guys